Good afternoon, one and all. Franchise India welcomes you to this special webinar series. Franchise India is Asia's first and largest integrated franchise solution company since 1999. We are among top 10 management consulting companies in India. We work on three basic and very important platforms: knowledge platform, marketing platform, and transactional platform. We have helped more than 4,000 international and national brands in their expansion with our 70 plus offices. And we have helped more than 40,000 investors in getting the right brands from them, for them. We completely focus on franchise ecosystem, and we claim that no one sells more business than us. We welcome you to 164th edition of Business Opportunity Over Chai and webinar series, where our aim is to represent digitally the brand of the day. We do not endorse any particular brand. We welcome management team of Franchise India, Mr. Gaurav Maria, along with our second panel member, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary. The flow of the webinar would be, we'll first hand it over the webinar to the brand so that they can explain us the franchise business model they are offering to each one of us. Then we'll take all the relevant question and answers. During the course of the webinar, our panel member would be sharing their word of caution as well as their insights about the industry. Today, we are representing you a retail opportunity. Wellness.Forever is the brand of the day. Wellness.Forever is one of India's most trusted, reputed, and fastest growing lifestyle retail pharmacy chain. It offers 30,000 plus product, including 12,000 plus curative and preventive medicines. Established in 2008, it's a venture of Mumbai-based Wellness.Forever Medicare Private Limited. They are already in market for 12 years. They have strong hold in 3 states with 200 plus stores. They are known for their 25 by 7 wellness destination for all its customers, and their strength lies in their hyper local presence. We welcome Director Mr. Gulshan, Mr. Mohan, Mr. Ashraf, along with VP Operations Mr. Pankaj and Kostu, who is GM Business Head. Thank you so much, entire team of Wellness.Forever, for joining us today to represent your brand. Over to you.
I would request Mr. Ashraf Biran to speak a little about Wellness.Forever, how we started, a little about the brand, and we take it from there with our presentation.
Good morning, everyone. Morning, sir. So, Wellness.Forever basically is formed by 3 first-generation entrepreneurs. Myself, Ashraf Biran, my fellow director, Gulshan Bakhtiani, and Mohan Chauhan. We are all first-generation entrepreneurs who started our careers in a different manner. And together we found that the vision of coming together and forming Wellness.Forever would be a more powerful vision rather than us actually working alone in our own respective fields. So we started a career more than 30 years ago. I started as a pharmacy store owner. Gulshan started as a medical rep. Mohan started in a distribution company his career. As we progressed in life, we realized that if we can have a consolidated platform, if we can have something like an organized platform like Wellness.Forever, we would be better actually in escalating the business, in doing the business in a more professional manner, and more importantly, growing as an organized pharmacy chain. So in 2008, we 3 came together and formed the company called as Wellness.Forever Medicare Private Limited. The USP of this company today is any store which we open is day and night. We run close to 200 stores across 3 states. First is Maharashtra, followed by Goa, and then Karnataka. We currently employ close to 4,000 people, and out of that, 850 people are pharmacists. We are very proud to tell you that in terms of statistics, per square feet business, Wellness.Forever has the highest amount or highest turnover per square feet in a pharmacy organized sector. Today, we are also very proud to tell you that we have a fully digitized distribution center in Bhiwandi called as ZC, Zero Error Distribution Center. We have currently recently opened up an extremely professional call center to look into our customers' need, including taking their home deliveries order and other aspects of actually online businesses. We are currently into online business. We are currently into offline business. We are actually a omni-channel hyperlocal player today. As we go forward in this journey, we see the hyperlocal and omni-channel business is the only way to grow forward. For this, we are looking at like-minded people who can come and join us in this journey. We are looking at people who are actually performance-driven, business orientation, and who are going to run the business themselves. We have got no hesitation to say that as a team, what we have in Wellness, we have one of the finest team who will be there to guide our franchisee, to mentor our franchisee, and handhold them in this journey forward. So with a lot of expectations and a very, very big vision, we would like to start a journey where we can have like-minded people in form of franchisees joining us and taking this vision forward. We are ready to stores the company operating, taking the scale to 5. Only 5 should come from the franchisee and the cocoa business. And that if we have 1,000 store present in this country, then you become one of the finest lifestyle chemist pharmacy chain in the nation today. And this is just the start. If you all know the unorganized and organized sector in pharmacy business, the percentage is phenomenally varying. There's only 5% business in pharma which is organized currently. That is the scope of business. $21 billion, that is actually 27.9, I stand corrected, is the pharmaceutical market in India. A huge, huge potential to tap. So I think 1,000 store is just a stage 1. How to take it to stage 2, stage 3 could possibly be a 10,000 store company in the near future. I see an immense potential there, and I welcome all the people who have that vision and a mindset to join us on this journey. Thank you very much. All the best. Over to you. Gulshan, you want to say something? Mohan want to say something?
I would like to invite another director, Mr. Gulshan Bakhtiani, to speak a little about what is the overall opportunity that we have in the country, in the states that we are present, and what sort of opportunity we are going to present to our potential franchises who would be keen to join us on board.
So thank you, Kaustubh. Just for the purpose of background check, am I audible? If somebody can respond.
Yes,
Hello?
we can hear you.
Yeah?
We can hear you, Manjeet. You can speak, please.
Okay. So my dear friends, my dear future fellow partners, my dear fellow businessmen, in addition to what my co-founder also told you, I will give you a small overview about the whole business. Normally, people understand pharmacy that you go to the pharmacy when you fall sick and you present a prescription and you take a medicine and go. We are not a typical pharmacy. We are Wellness Forever. And to explain to you little about Wellness.Forever, when you fall sick, there is illness. When you are treated, you're free of illness. And everything that you do with your health, with your aspirational health, whether it is, being preventive, not falling ill, demanding a more outcome from your body, is all in the domain of wellness. And I'm sure you all can understand that how big wellness is. And if pandemic has taught anything to all of us, it is that the prevention is better than cure, and we need to cherish and value our health, and probably invest in our health, which is the philosophy of Wellness.Forever. And therefore, apart from medicines, when you walk into a store of Wellness.Forever, you will see a huge range of products which Wellness.Forever team has curated for you. I'm sure many of you would have thought, yaar, kaun sa vitamin C, which one should I buy? There are thousands available. Which immunity booster I should buy? And now there is winter, so which kind of cold cream is good for me? All of us, as India is becoming more and more affordable, people have that disposable amount of money, but probably do not have that kind of a trustworthy healthcare partner who can advise them on what to consume. And therefore, Wellness.Forever is not only a store, but it is your neighborhood healthcare consultant or a healthcare partner. Your customer will come to your store product because your pharmacist advised him to do so. And besides, he comes into Wellness.Forever, he will see many products apart from sports nutrition to health foods, and herbs, point of care devices, which will be curated for to a customer at an attractive price. Okay. In addition to that, you may have a question that nowadays, the offline store going to be useful to so I would want to answer it this way. A good day and night healthcare and a pharmacy is infrastructure, is a must-have infrastructure for any community. Who amongst you would not like to have a dependable day and night pharmacy in your community? And the business, it will move online. People will invest online, and therefore, I would highly recommend that post this call, you all can download the app of Wellness.Forever, see and experience the products, actually place the order, pay online, and if you happen to be in 235 kilometers geography of Wellness.Forever, that store will be and this happened in split the order allocation to the nearby geography happened would have packed this and sent the material, of which the turnaround time you will be able to see. So to say that when you become a franchisee or a partner of Wellness.Forever, the entire merchandising strength, the training strength, as well as the technology strength is offered to you, not one-time entries. I'm sure as you
We're missing the audio in between.
auto accrued to your account. The selection of what products to keep, what not to keep. If you ask any of the medical store, he will tell you, was ordering, I spend a lot of my time, still I am unable to get it right. And expiry is a major product. So in medicines, there is an expiry. Whereas in our business model, it is our warehouse which would be supplying to you a majority of products, as well as guiding you and helping you through the expiry process also. So therefore, before finalizing the entire or before coming in front of you, we have experienced a franchisee business with 4 of our partners. We've been working with them for 2 years and getting the system right, getting the software, the accounting, and everything that we just said has not only been, it is not only being or so. And so those will be the offerings. I will now hand over the session to Kaustubh back. Over to you, Kaustubh.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I think we got a lot of insights from you. I would just take you through the basic requirements that we have in terms of the franchise facts. Most of our stores are in the range of 1,000 square feet, while we have few strategic locations where just because the sheer reason of the location, we have compromised on the size and down to 700 odd square feet. So even for our franchise stores, we look for a similar area, 700 to 1,000 square feet. The approximate investment that the business requires is about close to 70 to 75 odd lakh rupees, which includes a franchise fee of 10 lakh rupees as well. As we speak, on an average, we see a return of around close to any between 23 to 25%, in terms of IRR that the business can generate. At the same time, it all depends a lot on the location and a lot on the franchise partner, what's, in terms of the efforts that are being put in out there. The average payback period, while we see an average payback at around close to anywhere between 26 to 30 months, but for a franchisee, not to overcome it, we would say it can be anywhere between 3 years to 3.5 years. While as we get into the details of the business, we'll understand the royalty part. So I'll not dwell right now on this. The agreement for the franchise is going to be a 5 plus 5 years. In terms of support that we can provide to you, starting from helping you to select the right property, doing a complete cash and receive, figuring out what should be the business potential of that client, giving you technical guidance in terms of setting up of the store, helping you in terms of recruitment, training, sourcing, setting the right assortment for you, standardizing the entire display of the store, launching the store through the right marketing campaigns, guiding the franchisee throughout the process and handholding him is one of the key supports that we can provide. I would not undermention or undercut a thought. Probably we are one of the very few franchisors who have thought of training the franchise partner over a period of 30 days. Mostly in the industry, we see the franchise team is being trained. We are going a step forward and ensuring even the franchise partner is completely well set in before the store starts off. As you move in, you can expect a very professional environment. At the same time, not taking away the human aspect of doing business. We will be helping you with a very intelligent inventory management system and complete business consultation at every point of time would be just a call away or just a meeting away. Apart from that, you can always expect a lot of promotional support, a lot of business guidance. With this, there is a thought, why Wellness.Forever? As Mr. Ashraf Biran has earlier stated, we have got the highest per square feet sales in the industry today. We boast of a great market intelligence, market relationships with suppliers, with brands, and the support that we get from them that has helped us over a period of time to move up the ladder. Wherever we have been opening stores, just because of our sheer awareness with the customers, just because of the sheer trust that they put onto us, we see customer acquisition relatively easy compared to the other brands in and around the catchment. The way we have built up the business model, we see it highly a potential business model for the franchisees. There's a decent amount of good returns that they can expect. At the same time, there's always a first mover advantage in terms of opening a Wellness.Forever in their local catchment or their local geography and connecting with the consumers. What we offer out here, as Mr. Gulshan Biran, as Mr. Gulshan Bakhtiani was mentioning, is one of the best set of product basket that we can help our customers with. Alternative brands which can help them make the right and the smart decision. a set of great SOPs and softwares and processes and system which can help them in doing the business at ease. We also boast of a great that we have with all team. We have set up what we is going to in Maharashtra, Goa, and Bangalore, 3 states. And probably with your support, we expect to be there in every nook and corner of the country, if not abroad. With this, I thank you for being there. Now we are open to all the question and answers.
I'd like to thank you, Ashrafji, Gulshanji, and Mohanji. I'm sorry, are we still talking on the business? I think I stopped in between.
No, we are done. You can please continue.
Okay. Great. Thank you so much, Ashrafji, Gulshanji, and Mohanji. And I would like to congratulate you what you achieved in a span of 12 years. You're all seasoned entrepreneurs, and you all have an area of specialization and expertise, from store operation to distribution and being a pharmacist yourself. So that's a great achievement, I would say, in the last 12 years being achieved. And one thing which I picked up from your presentation was also pharmacy retail has always been very, very competitive market, very big on hyperlocal competition, especially from the local pharmacies. And what we're seeing, especially in the last 4 or 5 years, one thing which has come out very clearly is this element of trust. And people want to buy from companies and pharmacy stores which they trust very much. And that's what I feel you have gained an advantage of also. Yeah, I'll pick some questions from the audience, but before we do that, I'd like to maybe pick up the first element of our business model, which revolves around the capex itself. So we talk about an investment of 70 to 75 odd lakhs. If you can maybe take 5 minutes out to explain, how this capex is distributed amongst, various other expenditure, which means the stock, investment on maybe the interiors. If that can be explained, it would be very helpful.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, so let me explain the same. So out of 70 lakh rupees, 10 lakh is towards the franchisee fee, 25 lakh rupees is towards the initial stock. So the remaining 35 lakh rupees towards the interior fit outs, the brandings, and the equipments. Along with that, initial marketing expenses and license expenses make it 70 lakh rupees.
And typical, what is the kind of SQ mix do we have within the store? Because I understand you also have a lot of your private label. So if that can be expanded, one. And also if you can talk about the margins, blended margins. And if you want to even explain margins on the private label, how much would that be? And overall, what kind of economics for a pharmacy store can one expect? We talked about the capex on one side. When we talk about the operating expenses, typically what are the various heads and what is that a franchisee needs to take care of? What kind of per square feet efficiencies do we expect out of a 700 square feet store?
So this is King Shuk here. Hello, everyone. So in our typical store, we have about 8 to 10,000 pharma SKUs, and we would have another 3,000 FMCG SKUs. Now, out of this 3,000, you would have maybe 1,200, which we call premium label. They are very high margin products. Now, to give you a sense of how our sales and margin breakup is between categories, today we are about 60% pharma, 40% non-pharma. Strategically, we want to move to 40% pharma, 60% non-pharma over the next 2 to 3 years. And I'll tell you why, because pharma gives us about 22, 23% margin, whereas premium label could give you anywhere between 35 to 45%. So when you meld it out, the store comes to about 25, 26. That is the margin and contribution structure of our business. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does, Sashaji. Which I wanted to even maybe for, the benefit of our viewers today, if you can even explain, you've been in the business of pharmacy for more than a decade. What kind of unit economics can one expect? If you can talk about the various operating expenses also, one, and second, what kind of typical rentals are expected to be given. And if we can even, like I said, if we can talk about per square feet efficiencies, maybe we can take our maybe a low performing to a high performing and maybe a median, that can help us in understanding across these 3 states.
Okay. Okay. So let me give you a median because we do have a spread across our 200 stores, but I'll give you numbers or indicators of our typical store. And the other thing which we don't do as much, and you may find it a little uncommon among retailers, is we don't track per square feet unit economics as much because it's not, maybe not so relevant, but we can always give you those numbers. We can convert it to. So typically, as I said, our stores will give you about 25%. Our rentals are in the range of 4 to 6%, depending on where you are opening the store. Our people costs, including incentive, can go between 6 to 7. However, in a franchisee-owned, franchisee-operated, we are thinking this might be slightly lower. And then you add on another couple of points for your administrative, electricity, and other charges of the store. Typical wastage and pilferage comes to about 0.2%. So between all this, the P&L sits. So you can say from a 25%, you take out 14% of operating expenses, and then the 9% or 10 is left, for the commercial model, which, Costa will take more into details later on.
Okay, do we want to do that right now, or we want to do that one-on-one with our investors as they require?
Sonia, I would suggest that as we go on a one-on-one, probably we'll need to understand the perspective of the franchises, right? And probably we can discuss at length on the business model into micro numbers and give them more granularity on the numbers.
Sure. I think what we have covered so far is a little understanding on the overall CAPEX, how that is deployed, and a little bit on the operating expenses, and which I feel would require maybe a little bit of in-depth understanding, and that they're suggesting we can do one-on-one with the investors, because I'm seeing similar questions coming from a lot of our viewers who want to perhaps understand that. And can we talk about the stock, because we're talking about the stock of about 20 odd lakhs which goes in. And is there a correction on the stock? It is outright. How is the inventory management happening at this point in
time? Okay. Initially, we set the assortment for the store, wherein we set in the right, whatever SKUs has to go in with our historical data, with our local catchment understanding out there. And obviously, over a period of time, this assortment evolves in terms of the sales trend. Now, what you have put in is a very intelligent software mechanism, where, which over a period of time, sets the assortment right, sets the right quantum of the stock that has to be there in the system, which is purely driven by the past sales trends. When the stock goes in, we do not get into And as Mr. Kingshuk was mentioning, the split of business. So the split of stocks is also quite similar to that. So the overall inventory that goes in close to about 50% or 55% is going to be the pharma stocks. The balance is going to be the FMCG and the premium level.
And Ismay, what is the typical throughput for a store, especially in geographies which are comparatively new? And on an average, what is the kind of gestation time would a store take to reach that optimum level of their throughput?
Well, Sonia, it depends a lot on the location. To give you a very clear example, we have got stores in Mumbai which probably would deliver about close to about 1.5 lakh rupees a day. And you also have got a store in Baramati that delivers about close to 2.25 to 3 lakh rupees a day. So it all depends on the location in the local catchment, irrespective of the city, I would say, one. Second, the typical average number that we expect, a store should be touching a figure of anywhere between 45 to 50,000 in month one itself, a daily average. And by the 12th month, it should convert at 1 lakh of rupee. So that is a typical progression that we see, and probably over a period of time, like probably on the 60th month, towards the end of the 5th year, if it is not a great location, it should still be not less than 1.5 lakh a day.
Okay, and typically this would translate to what kind of stock rotation?
We expect the franchisee to maintain about close to 1 month of inventory equivalent to 1 month of sale. So stock cover is about close to 12 months. The stock turns, rather, I would say, is close to 12 in a year. That is what we expect. But obviously, there will be some ups and downs, over as we see, stock moving in, and that is a part of, I think, any retail business.
And typically, I think it's just for adding on that in the trend in mature pharmacy businesses that it takes 6 months to hit what I call 12-ton kind of a stock ratio. So typically, an optimum performance level would go down to that, and a peak performance would be about 20-day kind of a cycle rotation.
At the same time, I would also like.
Sorry.
At the same time, I would also like to place on record out here, as Mr. Ashraf Biran was mentioning, we have got a great state-of-art warehouse in Bhiwandi, which we call it as zero error defect warehousing system, from where we supply to store or every single store every day. So the store receives a supply every day, irrespective of their locations, whether it be Bangalore or be it somewhere closer to Bhiwandi or in Mumbai. The store receives the stock every single day.
Yeah, and that's what I should add to the audience. I think is a great specialization with the group. I think because their historic background really comes from a understanding distribution capability, and distribution and supply chain is a very complex parameter. What fits in the front is much easier to do that, and a lot of other companies and a lot of other brands which are available in the market, they don't have that kind of a back-end capabilities which Wellness.Forever has today, because of their historically experience and structure. And they have invested a lot before they can really address the front end. So that's something which is a serious advantage. I think there is no other player, even the largest of players who went out and created their front end footprint, who didn't have a very sophisticated back end logistics. And for any retail fast moving product like pharmacy or FMCG and things like that, I think the back end holds much more importance than just the front end. One question I would have is that people, I don't know it's been taken before me or no, but I just take it from Sachin that a pharmacist is required in every single location. How do we help them to really get the pharmacist for every single location license? Is there a structure? That's one. The second.
Thank you, Gaurav, for calling out this.
Yep.
Yeah, please.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Gaurav, for calling out this. I think this is something we have been thinking, and we have come up to a thought that we will be helping the franchises recruit the right resources. Typically when it comes to the pharmacists, typically when it comes to the team leaders in the store, and at the same time, we also expect a franchise partner or one of his key family member to actually manage the store more like a store manager. Being in control of the entire business out there, learning from there, and probably then a year or 2 years down the line, teaching us even further or giving us a feedback, how we should do things better. So over the last 12 years, I think we have set up a lot of good practices, best practices in the market. And I'm sure there can be a lot of improvement that can be done to this. And we want to see it through the lens of the franchise partners.
Yeah, so it's actually the franchising is all about owner operator. You need to be a strong operator, and once you start operating, by the business and the team and the knowledge would come from the company, a lot of training capability. But if you're as an operator, if you are part of it, or any family member is part of it, you're much more functionality, stock movement, everything really improves. We say that even a franchisee, if you participate in a business, would take 5 to 6% better performance store to store, just by a franchisee or owner being participating in the business. So that's very, very important point. And I think, and these times, particularly, a lot of franchisees really like to be participating on that. So my request to the audience is that if you are interested in a particular location, please go out and write on the Q&A box or a business hotline number, so we are able to capture and get the location approval. And if you have your own property, then also it's an advantage if you are interested. So over to you, Sonia, for your next questions.
Yeah, I'll maybe take some questions which I'm getting from the audience. One is because I see some of our viewers also operating some pharmacy stores. Is there an option for them to convert into a branded store? One, and second, because we understand as a company, you have a lot of your equity stores which currently operate all across. is there an option for a franchisee to take these existing stores also and run and operate by themselves?
Absolutely, Sonia. We'll be very keen on that. So we'll be evaluating the location. We'll be evaluating, the current the catchment out there, and probably after our one-on-one discussion with the franchise partner, we can take it on from there. But we're very keen on that.
Okay, great. And then I have Mr. Ajay Purohit. He because we've talked about an agreement period of 5 + 5 years. So are there any terms of this automatic renewal? Is there an extra fee, or is there a criteria based on which this renewal for the next 5 years would happen?
The reason why we keep it as 5 + 5 years, so after 5 years, there has to be a renewal, wherein we commit the renewal as we start right now. One, there has to be a 3 lakh rupees renewal fee, which a franchise partner has to pay in after 5 years, for the balance 5 years.
Okay. All right. And I think broadly we understand these are big states, Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Goa. We're exploring these three. But any priority cities which are important for us to maybe look at immediately, and if you want to make a mention of that?
I think we can look at all the key cities in this state, starting say from Mumbai, Pune, Nasik, Goa itself, Bangalore itself. Where we can go ahead and look for potential locations. Location plays a very strong role in this business, and the next biggest thing is probably the engagement and the interest and the efforts of the franchise partner himself.
Are going to be day and night stores.
And we also talked about this is an omni-channel where you also have online and offline. What ideally is the mix between the two? How much of the sales from an outlet would come through online, and how much would that be offline? And because I see a lot of questions coming on the discount, because most of the pharmacy chains across India are offering some kind of discount structure, through their offline online stores. So if you can take these two questions, which is I'm seeing common amongst a lot of our viewers who've put them.
So how we look at our business today, when you say omni-channel, right now there are 3 primary channels. Store business. Today, the telephone commerce is 6%, app and web store is 2%. So 8% of our business comes from non-footfall. But in 3 years, our goal is to take this percentage to 20+. Now, as far as your discount across channels, the company right now is positioning for a floor discount policy on pharma, and anything on top of it incremental will be through some very personalized couponing system through our CRM technology. The good part of this is all the technology, all these advanced consumer engagement methods and data and analytics will be available to our franchisee partners also. This will help them enlarge their catchment. Today, when you open a physical store, you think of 1 kilometer to 2 kilometers radius. But when you work the hyper-local delivery model, then you can reach out to customers as much as 6 to 8 kilometers away. And I think that's also a big addition for a franchisee partner forever, because not everyone will be giving them such a tech platform and such a enablement to do omni-channel hyperlocal.
Right. Again, this brings me to another question. What radius are we offering to a franchisee, within which he can operate exclusively?
We offer the exclusivity of 1.5 kilometers drive distance between 2 stores. So if a franchise partner comes up with a store, we are not going to open another store within a drive distance of 1.5 kilometers.
There is another question which is coming in where somebody is actually not in our current rollout plan, but if somebody comes with the opportunity of say multi-unit kind of a deal, say want to do 10 to 15 stores, would we be open? I know the master is not open, but would we be open for a multi-unit kind of thing?
Gaurav, we can look into it, but we would like to see how strong the partner is and the capability, because it is not all about money here. It is also about the capability to run And for us, the brand is the most important thing. Because generally, you know, when people say this, people generally assume that it is only about the financial aspect. Well, the financial aspect is not the most important thing here. It is also the ability and the capability of a person to handle such thing of a business, what you call growth plan.
No, absolutely. And I have a very long association with you, and I know that as a brand, you were so super conscious about, and that's why the most difficult market, you're the top performer. It comes with a lot of commitment and you know, and the kind of capabilities you've built in. So it's absolutely right for audience to know that they've really done a lot of hard work to really bring brand to that. It's not really at this stage that they want to just partner with somebody to partner, unless and until you demonstrate a very strong capability.
Correct. Thank you very much for your words.
So we want to take some few last questions and also fix up a date where we can do the discovery day.
Right. I think we can do that because there are many questions, and especially on the breakup of the investment and also on the operating expenses, a little bit on the margins, stock replacement. So we do have a lot of these questions coming up, friends, and we would request if you can share your location. And if you, I saw some of you even owning some pharmacy stores. If you can share this our hotline number, which can be put in the chat, you can take a note of that. And we'll help you connect with the leadership team. And maybe one of the few, maybe we can block 2 odd days after Diwali, which can be blocked where you're available. Any dates, you know, which you think, Ashokji, which are available, and we can block that, and we'll try and bring these selected profiles for you on a one-on-one discussion.
Yeah. So, okay. So I think, yes, we can do that. I will inform Kaustubh to have the discussion and then get back to you on it.
Sure, look forward, absolutely. And we look forward for having this maybe post Diwali immediately.
Yeah, we also, Sonia, for us, it is very important to have people with the right mindset. You know, because when we talk about franchisee, we would like to say that the person has to be the owner of the business. Okay, so let's be very clear, because if the franchisee is the owner of the business, then only we can see excellence in operation. Otherwise, that will not happen. And pharmacy, you know, is a very, very personalized business. So if there is somebody on the store who can be there guiding the customers, talking to them, having the support what wellness can offer it can be a super duper, you know, like what you call a business option for that person. But the mindset of an entrepreneur, the mindset of a businessman is the most quintessential ingredient in the entire proposal.
Absolutely. I think we could not agree more than that. And this is what we keep preaching at Franchiseindia all the time. The combination of a perfect business model like yours and a perfect franchisee is the best combination. And also, you've been running this business last 12 years with all equity stores by yourself, and that's the biggest reflection of how close the brand and the business overall is to you. And we completely understand that as Franchiseindia, we have to be extremely selective about the quality of people that we bring on board. And overall, pharmacy retailing in India is, while a very well-established business, and like any other business, there are challenges of employing trained people and establishment of a strong supply chain, along with robust systems and applying good management practices, which I see, you know, your company is a perfect combination of. And we would look forward to receiving maybe inquiries and interest from like-minded people who want to operate and run the business by themselves. Because I saw somebody putting up a question of a FOCO model. We're not looking at anybody who's not interested to put their time in the business. We need people who can put and run business themselves. Any keen, kindly reach out to us. I saw somebody also comes with a pharma degree and you've been practicing. So any information that you think can make our call more productive and helpful in helping, you know, maybe all the stakeholders take a decision faster, kindly share that information with us, and we'll reach out to to the leadership team and take a time and confirm that with you. Our teams will connect with you in the coming week for a date which is convenient with all stakeholders. In the meantime, I think Ashna has already put our hotline number. Ashna, if I can request, kindly put a hotline number in the chat. And friends, kindly take a note of that number, and we look forward to receiving your feedback. And Gaurav, over to you for your remarks and.
No, I think rightly said. I mean, this is a very powerful opportunity, a very strong company, and very good operations. You know, I normally restrict myself not to really be, recommending an opportunity, but I can take with authority that this is an opportunity which we have a very strong belief at Franchiseindia. They are a very strong team, very professional people, comes with a strong background of distribution and now a very strong retail operations, probably the best retail operations in the country as it comes to pharmacy. And it is very complex to understand the category, understand the business. So it's a good business, but as I said, I mean, you need to be really qualified to be partner with Forever Wellness. And if you feel that your location and your interest and your time to participate in the business is there, then please reach out to us and we will be more than happy to organize your one-on-one discussion with the team.
And another thing I'll just like to add, Gaurav.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we are already 1,000 crore turnover company. So the business model is very well established. We are not banking on some novice business trying to learn the ropes of business. We are currently doing 1,000 crore turnover. So you have to understand that we have put everything that we have learned in this 25, 30 years into this concept. And we would like people with a vision and more importantly, with that, what you call here, that inner call of feeling of doing something good, being an entrepreneur, to be in the forefront to do this business. Because whatever technology we bring you, whatever product mix we bring you, whatever systems we bring you, if you are not going to do it, it is not going to work. Okay?
Absolutely.
So the people are the person who is going to be in the forefront is going to be the most important criteria of consideration here. So again, for reputation purpose, I'm saying this, but that is the most important criteria. So thank you very much, Gaurav, and thank you, Sonia. So if our question answers is done and we can close the session, please guide us accordingly. Thank you.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
A pleasure to have you. Thank you very much.
You all have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you, Sonia. Thanks from the team out here at Wellness.
Thank you so much. Thank you. The honor was all ours. Thank you.
Thank you for the first franchisee meeting. Congratulations, and I pray to God.
Disconnect हो गया?
Yeah, disconnect हो गया.
Have you disconnect?
Archana, over to you.
Sure. So now we invite our first brand under Business Buying Festival Diwali offer, and we invite Mr. Raghav, who is representing Arivay, a brand which is first full home customized furniture brand. They are already present in 15 cities with 4 experience center, and they have executed successfully more than 12,000 projects. So thank you so much, Raghav, for joining in today. Over to you for your presentation as well as Diwali offer.
Hi, good afternoon all. Thank you for having me here on this forum. Gaurav, Sonia, Archana, and all the participants. Wish you all a very happy Diwali. I think this is what, around 15 minutes time, Archana, Sonia, that we have. I'll just get started.
Yes.
Sure. Okay. I hope my screen is visible to all. So, good afternoon all. I'm Raghav Bubna. I drive growth at Arivay. Arivay is a custom home interiors and modular kitchen brand, which is present pan-India. As Archana pointed out, the business is present in 15 cities. We have a total of 29 stores, out of which 4 are our own experience centers. The business is catered through 3 Arivay integrated factories, where all the entire furniture is manufactured and delivered to the customer's site. So the business model entails an end-to-end service for the customer for completing and fulfilling their home interior requirement. It's a very, very involved and emotional purchase. It's a big moment of one's life. And Arivay is that one stop where a customer can get everything right from the point of design, the material selection, the manufacturing, the delivery logistics, as well as the installation. This entire journey is led and influenced by an interior designer. There are over 200 designers which are associated with the platform, several of these on our payroll, several of these as a part of franchisee payrolls, and as well as freelancers. The way we are able to deliver these 12,500 projects across the country is through a lot of investment in understanding the details of this industry. It is very unorganized. Supply chains have been very complex. So where Arivay has really worked hard is to consolidate the supply chains to ensure efficient delivery and execution of these sites, because this business grows a lot more with word of mouth and happy execution for customers. So we have invested a lot to create the linkage between all the three different layers which are involved in fulfilling a customer's home interiors, which is right from the design stage, the manufacturing stage, as well as the installation, where every layer should speak to the other. And that technology is really what has made a business of this nature franchisable. The beauty of this model as compared to a ready-made furniture model is that there is no inventory to be held by any of the franchise or dealer partners. The entire program works in a just-in-time manner where each home is designed uniquely and personalized to the requirements of the customer. And the delivery is done by Arivay. The production and delivery is done by Arivay within a 45 to 60-day period. We have technology which drives each and every process, creates a lot of transparency around each and every aspect of the business. The brand is well distributed already across several parts of the country, and there are very strong partners and associations. We have Franchiseindia, Johnson, which also distributes us exclusively as their kitchen brand across the country. And in fact, Arivay has taken over the Johnson kitchen operations which existed. So there are very, very strong partnerships and strong recognition of the brand already in our very short journey so far. In North, presently our presences are in Delhi NCR region, Chandigarh as well. In the West, we are in Mumbai, Pune, Aurangabad, Ahmednagar, and in the South, we have been focusing on Bangalore, Chennai, and parts of Kerala. We've also recently started to onboard presences from Vijayawada. So the brand presence is growing, and the product range and the product that is being offered is something that customers from across the country will be requiring. And hence, it is a pan-India opportunity which is available, which I say because modular kitchens is required in each and every home. Be that that home may be in Indore, that home may be in Raipur, that home may be in Vijayawada. As I mentioned to you, the sort of secret recipe to be able to franchise this business and enable all our franchisee partners also to deliver a consistent experience for every customer is to create an integrated supply chain and an integrated approach to the entire business. We have it all under one roof, which is a very large value proposition for the customer, especially also given that now with the pandemic, etc., or even without the pandemic, a customer would have to go to 45 to 50 different stores to actually complete their home interiors. But here they're getting everything under one roof. They're associated with one single designer who is their common point of contact for the entire project. We are selling to the customer what the customer requires. Very often with ready-made furniture models, people are forced to select from 3 or 4 different options which are present in the store, hence making it very attractive for a customer to choose a service like Arivay and go ahead with us. What are the other benefits that we're offering to our customers? Every furniture is made to order. The sizes are not pre-decided. Therefore, for example, real estate in Mumbai is very expensive. Homes are the size of matchboxes. Customers will want homes with maximum space utilization. So everything is made to order, manufactured in our factories. Therefore, we have a very good control and handle over the delivery timelines. And it comes with warranties and after-sale service, which always brings a smile to the customer. We've created technology, like I mentioned, which is provided to all our franchisees and the designers who are working with franchisees. Everything is driven by this one single technology platform, and life is made a lot more easy, which to execute these kind of projects, which otherwise, I think of an individual franchisee may not have imagined how to go ahead and get that business done. So, just to quickly give you a highlight, our software converts the designs into productions. There's a unique, labeling system by which all our machines are able to read and manufacture the furniture, and it can be easily installed with the basis of, technology and numbered panels which are delivered to the site. I already spoke about strong partnerships, and a lot of real estate developers also associate with Arivay and exclusively promote Arivay as their channel partner for interiors. You've got Shriram Group in Bangalore, which is very large. You've also got a very strong OEM. So all the materials we are providing are from brands which originate from Germany. These are OEMs, Hettich, Bloom. Even in plywood categories, we are using brands like Century, which is all very well acceptable by the customer. What is the largest advantage to a franchisee? I think this is a huge business opportunity available, which is not easy to tap because I mentioned it's not easy to execute. But a $30 billion industry, just giving you in terms of market size, what Mumbai could look at is 240,000 apartments coming up for possession in the next 2 years. In Delhi NCR, you've got 650,000 apartments coming up for possession in the next 2 years. And this is all data we have mapped intelligently through our various sources. So it clearly shows what kind of demand exists in this market. Today, on a monthly basis, Arivay generates around 10,000 inquiries for customized home interiors through just simple digital marketing. And we qualify these leads and pass them on to our various designers and franchisees who work on these. So there is a zero investment in inventory. It's a one-time upfront investment in creating an experience center. The business offers very, very lucrative margins, and you have payback opportunities right from 12 months to 15 months in the various models that we have. You don't need to focus too much your efforts on marketing, as the leads will be provided by Arivay. The software makes it a very transparent and easy process, both for the partner as well as the customer. And of course, Arivay has done a lot of work in ensuring that we deliver high quality products through very high levels of manufacturing capabilities built up in the various factories. What are the opportunities and who could be the suitable partners? Of course, I think there are various models. One is a franchisee-owned, company-operated. One is a franchisee-owned, franchise-operated. In the first option of franchisee-owned, company-operated, it's the people who want to just invest, don't want to take on any operational stress. They can leave the entire running operations of the business to Arivay, and they don't need to bear any costs of that because the entire manpower costs, etc., are managed by Arivay. The franchisee is only expected to make an upfront investment and bear whatever property related costs are there in relation to the property given to Arivay for running the business. This kind of model offers potential to earn at least 2 to 3 times the rental that an investor would have earned from that property. And the monthly opportunity for revenue from a 2,000 square feet store would be around 50 lakhs of monthly business once the store is sort of up and running. The other opportunity which is prevalent is a franchisee-owned, franchisee-operated, where the entrepreneur who's interested in running this business, who's interested in getting involved in business operations, can obviously earn a much higher margin for giving his time and for investing in the operations involved over there. Arivay will be providing all the support in relation to brand leads, furniture manufacturing, delivery, and installation. What the franchisee needs to take on is the cost of hiring the designers, engaging with customers, conversion, and obviously ensuring that if there's any sort of project management to be taken, can be done by the franchisee. Here, people who are probably a bit, understanding of the business would be more suitable to the model. People who understand something regarding building materials and delivery of home interiors. It could also attract a lot more people who have been involved in purchases for real estate companies and are now looking to come out and create their own businesses. The biggest gap for such people has been that not having a platform which can do the entire production, delivery, installation in a well efficiently executed manner. So that's the gap which Arivay comes in and fills over there. For the investor class on the FOCO model, it is someone who's just broadly looking to obviously make healthy returns on their investments through a very, very interesting and highly lucrative business model. So brand support is of course present for franchisees across various realms. The technology, the training around the technology, the processes, the fact that we are able to convert customers for home interiors in 3 or 4 meetings, The marketing aspect is also sort of handled by the brand. The selection of what should be the location to set up such a store in case someone is looking for a new property. There's a lot of know-how which can be provided by the brand. And of course, facilitating the entire business handholding for the first few months. There would be a lot of processes involved there. In fact, the way we can also look at this model is someone who wants to start out with an FOCO and let Arivay run the operations for 12 months. Obviously, the margins here are a little lower than the FO, but after 12 months, once they've got a hang of it, they can probably upgrade to an FO model and earn the higher margins now that they've understood how the business and the operations run. So just to give a quick snapshot of the three different kind of models that are in place and the kind of investment required. The most basic and small model is a modular kitchen and wardrobe model, which is a 350 to 500 square feet requirement. This could also be formatted in the way of a shop in shop, where there's a tile or a bath shop, and in that we are adding on a modular kitchen category to get extra sales from the same customer. The setup costs are around 10 lakh of rupees. The dealer looks to do business of 10 lakh rupees monthly through sale of 3 kitchens to customers. And this results in him recovering the entire investment in just a period of 1.5 years or 1.25 years. So in that case, these displays continue to sort of attract business and do more business over the next 3-4 years, and becomes a very profitable proposition for an investor. 76% ROI is what we've experienced with some of the existing dealers. And Arivay has plenty of these dealers across various parts of India. Like I mentioned, Aurangabad, Ahmednagar, Pune, Bangalore, Kerala, etc. The full home models, which is for full home furniture, the ticket size and the amount each customer spends over here tends to be a lot higher. And of course, the display center that we create, the experience center that we create, requires a bit more investment than just a modular kitchen wardrobe setup. Because here we need to display various different spaces, such as your master bedrooms, kids' rooms, living rooms, apart from just kitchens and wardrobes. All of this is delivered from our factory, designed through our software and customized for the customer. 3 different formats here, 1500, 1000 and 2000. Setup costs obviously are pro rata the kind of space and the number of spaces that we do on display. In the FO model, there is a bit of subsidy which has been offered, of course, to the dealer, because the dealer will also be taking on operational costs. In the FOCO model, you are still offering a very, very handsome return despite Arivay doing all the business and earning the money for the investor. So payback periods are again very lucrative over here, with handsome ROIs to be earned. I think this business is, the industry offers the opportunity, and the brand offers the ability to execute, and to be able to cater to that demand which the industry offers. So together as a combination, it forms a very, very lethal option for business owners. And this market is just going to expand as we go ahead. We've seen this in our global peers, that this industry has been growing at 30% CAGR, despite real estate industry degrowing by 3% CAGR over the last 15 years. So, the brilliant hedge this business offers is not just new homes, but also renovations which come in over there. I'll quickly come to what is the Diwali offer. And, of course, we thought we'll share some joy with potential business partners and investors. Although it's not something that we're trying to be over promotional in our approach, but leaving a bit more on the table obviously is always attractive. And like I said, spread some joy across the Diwali period. So in the FOCO model, which we've got, where Arivay handles the business and the investor just invests in the one-time display, we're offering waivers of 30% on the dealer capex to be done. So the furniture investment, which would have been 25 lakhs, can now be done in 17 lakh 50,000. Arivay puts in the balance amount. And the franchise fees, which we were charging of 3 lakh rupees, we've also offered a 30% waiver there to bring it down to 2 lakh 10,000 rupees. So all in all, offering savings of close to almost 9 lakh rupees to the investor, which is always valuable in today's day and age, where COVID has put in a squeeze on every person's pocket. Apart from this, we have exciting options, and we have tie-ups with various banks, NBFCs, who could also help the investors stagger their investment in the form of EMIs in the displays that need to be created. This offer is open for locations and franchisee interest in Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore, Delhi, Kochi, and Aurangabad. Like I said, this is a pan-India opportunity. Although we've highlighted certain states where we see, strong demand, and because of the upcoming amount of number of apartments, we could always look at different locations with the smaller format of the 10 lakh rupee investment, 500 square feet option, because that could be a starting point for any new city, and the franchisee also can gradually expand basis success, initial success. So, we would welcome inquiries from all different parts of the country, and we would always be able to work with the franchise partner on what can be possible in certain areas. A list of cities for everyone's sort of notes on which we are looking for actively to be present in these cities over the next 6 months, and would be happy to get started with some franchise partners in these various different cities to expand our operations. We don't see a conflict in terms of having multiple stores in one city because of the demand numbers, which I mentioned, extremely high demand available. For example, Mumbai with 240,000 apartments cannot be justified with 3, 5, 6 stores. It would potentially be a 60-store market for Arivay in the next 3 years. But it would be the brand's responsibility to ensure a certain number of minimum unique leads to every designer in the franchise store, so that the franchise can actually fulfill what is required in terms of revenue to ensure that the business operations are running profitably. So that's about it, as a brief highlight from my end. I'll just quickly summarize the business model and the value proposition for the customer here is transparency on price, quality, delivery timelines. Arivay has a delivery timeline policy of 45 to 60 days for full home furniture. We are offering up to 10-year warranties, delivered more than 12,000 projects across the country. 29 stores, 3 factories, and definitely looking to expand into a lot more locations. As I said, the brand will need distribution because of the kind of large demand that exists for this kind of a business model. So happy to take any questions if there are, sir.
Thank you so much, Raghav, for joining in today and giving your Diwali offer to each and every attendees who have joined us today. We'll come back to you for one-to-one query.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Our best wishes to you.
Wish all a happy Diwali and a happy New Year.
Same to you, Raghav. Thanks. Now we invite the second brand under our business buying festival to give the Diwali offer, and we invite Mr. Amber Raul, who is from German Laundry, a premium laundry chain brand from Bombay. They are already operational with multiple stores. Thank you so much, Amber, for joining in today. We are ready for your presentation. Over to you.
Thank you so much for having me on this platform. So I'll start up my presentation. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. I can't. Yeah. So hi. So I'll give you a small brief about our company, German Laundry. So we started our company in 2011, and we started with one branch in Mahim, that's in Bombay, and we had imported all like our machineries, our dry cleaning machine, our hydrocarbon machine, washing extractors, and everything from Germany itself, Germany and Italy, as well as our detergents, our chemicals, and our all the spotting chemicals and everything was is actually imported from Germany, because that's why we have named it German Laundry, because our brand is completely like German-based German-based technology. So we started in Mahim, like that's our first store in 2011, and we started getting tremendous response from all over Bombay. Like this was like a new concept all over in India. So we started getting inquiries from like South Bombay, Bandra, and like all from all parts of the city. So we decided to like open our company outlets in different locations, like Bandra, Colaba, Altamount Road, Walkeshwar, and all different places. So we had in-store, basically we have an in-store concept where all the machineries and all the ironing, packing, everything happens in store itself, where your clothes don't leave the shop like other laundries. They go outside your shop and they go, no one knows exactly where it gets washed. Either it gets washed in Dhobi Ghat or in very unhygienic conditions. There are a lot of other variable, like people have people don't know exactly how their clothes are being washed and what quality it is. So we offer the best quality. So we have hydrocarbon machines, which is like very rare in India. There are like barely 4-5 players who have this kind of expensive machineries. So we have around, just think, we have around 14, 15 stores in Bombay right now. And we have 3 stores in Delhi and Gurgaon. And we just started our Delhi operations a year back. Again, we have like around in Mumbai and Delhi, we have a common workshop. We have a centralized cleaning center of 10,000 square feet. And we have catering to more than 3 cities currently. And so due to this, the services which we provide, which is like a top-notch service, very premium dry cleaning service and laundry, we have our customers are like, we have customers like Deepika Padukone, Anushka Sharma, Sachin Tendulkar, Deepak Parekh, all these celebrities, HNIs, industrialists, and then like middle class, upper middle class, and all these are big customers. We have different types of services in this sector. We have like people generally think it's laundry is like laundry. Like there are more than one services which we provide, which is like dry cleaning and laundry. We provide steam press. Then we provide dust mites repellent. We provide aqua repellent. We provide color guard, wrinkle-free finishing, brightening and whitening. We have lot of huge list of services which we offer. We are specialized in household items as well. Like people generally cannot wash their curtains, linen, bed quilts, or anything at home. So we have a specialized service for that as well. We have we have crossed more than I think say 2 million, 3 million garments we have already processed over these few years. So we have a special service also like called hot couture. Like you have a lot of people investing in their lehengas, wedding lehengas and expensive saris and this which cost them lakhs and thousands of money. So we have a different service for that where we take utmost full care of it. So we have a different type of cleaning method. We have a 7-stage process where we do inspection, to see what kind of garment it is. Is there any stains present? What kind of ornaments, buttons are missing, or everything we just note it down. Then we goes ahead with the pre-treatment. This is where we do stain removal and if anything there's a defect in the clothes, we repair that. Then second is stain removal. We have more than 20 different types of stain removal chemicals and detergents to work on. We do then hydrocarbon cleaning as well as dry cleaning. With hydrocarbon cleaning is the new advanced technology of way further technology than what currently other dry cleaning machines are. Then we have then after once that is done, we do steam pressing and finishing. We do the quality check and packaging. So we have very keen on our quality check. So after every step, after every simple step, we do a quality check so that to know if the clothes is in proper condition and everything. So we have unique 6-step quality inspection after every process. Like I said, we make sure our clothes, whatever the clothes are there, we do not send it back with stains or wrinkles or any kind of buttons are missing, something else is missing or anything. We either replace it, we repair it, and we check with the customers. So like I said, we have our German partners. We have tied up with a German support team where they come every year. Every year or 6 months depending, but right now because of the COVID, unfortunately they do it once a year. So they come, they help us with the new technology, what's new in the laundry business and dry cleaning business, what's new method to do, how the machines are going to come, replacing new machines, what kind of new custom processes to be added, and all these other things. So, like I said, we have around 15 shops in Bombay and 3 shops in Delhi and Gurgaon. So these are all company, most of them are company owned, around 15 are company owned. So Mr. Maria and team had approached us a couple of years back, I think 4-5 years back, to start giving our franchisee. So we were in like, we were thinking like whether do we go ahead with it or no, because we were not sure how franchising would work in laundry field. So we started in like Vadala, we started at Lower Sayin and Powai, we started franchisees, which turned out to be very good. Like, we start getting very good feedbacks from the franchisees that they're making very good progress and they're very happy with it. So we're like, okay, let's do one thing. We are getting a lot of inquiries from franchisees as well, a lot of other people. So we thought we'll try it up with Mr. Maria and his team, Franchiseindia, and we'll start coming out with a new franchisees as well. So there's a lot of scope in laundry sector. It's a huge business. So we are trying to start our German laundry brand in all over pan India, and we have different types of franchisees. Like we have master franchisees for certain cities or sectors or say states, depending. So we have three type of franchises. We have like a mother store, we have a collections center, we have a satellite store. We have three different options for these franchisees. In these franchisees, we help the franchisee from selecting the store, from where can the franchisee work, how to operate it. We give the whole SOPs, how to clean the clothes, how to process the clothes from step to stepwise, how you can make the quality better. We teach them the quality management. We teach them full like how to build the amount and how to talk how to talk to the customers and each and everything. So from operations trainings, we even help with marketing. We have very unique training centers in Bombay and Delhi, where we can train the franchisee as well as the staff for good 10-15 days or a month depending. And we have a good training center which actually we won't even so what we do is like once we start giving the franchisee, we make sure the franchisee is capable of running their own stores. So we, my own team, will go to the franchisee stores and make sure they are running the uh, franchisee store on our standards, with our standards. Once they are comfortable, they are versatile with the whole business, then we step back and the franchisee can continue to go ahead with it and continue with the operations. So we do from like installations of machines to training the staff to everything A to Z. We will provide that. And again, right now we are, since looking at the franchisees doing very well, we have like around 14 stores, which can be given as a franchisee also, company owned stores, which can be turned into a franchisee as well. We have that option ready as well. So during Diwali period, we thought we'll give some offer. So we are offering around 35% off on the franchise fees. Right now, the investment can start from anywhere from 10 lakhs for collection center to 15 lakhs to a satellite center to a washing satellite center to a mother store. It can cost to around 10 lakhs to 40 lakhs depending on what model you go for. So just say, so if you have any questions, just you can ask me.
Thank you, Amber. 35% discount on Diwali is a huge offer which you are giving to all our audience. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much, Amber, for joining in today. We'll come back to you.
Thank you.
Further queries. Thank you so much. Thanks all the dear participants who have joined us today. We represented three brands today, one under business opportunity over chai and two under Diwali offer. And you can connect with us at our business hotline number, which is 97176838838. That's the number where we invite all your suggestions, feedback, and queries, because that will help us in streamlining and improving our process. You can get in touch, connect with us at our social handles also, information on your screen. All the recorded version of previously done webinars submit. They are available at the Facebook page of Franchiseindia Brands Limited. Go in the video section and you can rewatch all those webinars as well as brands. You can connect with management team of Franchiseindia at their respective LinkedIn IDs. That's the information on your screen. And under Business Buying Festival tomorrow, we are inviting Jangir Motors. That's the brand we are representing tomorrow. So please join us tomorrow to understand the journey of Jangir Motors. They are into electric mobility solution. And tomorrow we are inviting Mr. Karthik Sharma, who's representing the brand, and he'll talk in detail about the brand. Do not miss this chance. Please join us tomorrow, 12 p.m. webinar as well as for Diwali offer. At the same business hotline number, you'll get a registration link. You can do registration today. So that sharp 12 p.m. tomorrow, you can join us. Thank you once again for joining in today. Have a nice day ahead. Stay safe, stay happy. Thank you so much.